mining prospector who knew that the Cornwall district in England was known for its rich iron deposits. The Tar River originates in Person County from a freshwater spring and flows through Granville County on its way to joining the Pamlico River in Washington, North Carolina, before emptying into the Atlantic Ocean.
It's time for local talk here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. And good morning. Welcome to local talk here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. My name is Trey Snyder. We are live by way of our website, but also by way of our video on social media. We appreciate you for tuning in here today. My name is Trey Snyder. Phone number 919-618-9258, 919-618-9258. We got a pretty cool show lined up here today. And I'll let Mr. Matthew from the Granville County Animal Shelter joins us by way of our phone line today, explain a little bit more what we have going on. But we've decided to do this at least once a month, and the first Tuesday of every single month beginning today. Mr. Matthew, how are you today?
Good, sir. Thank you so much for allowing us to showcase our adoptable dogs today.
Absolutely. So if you're by way of our social media, of course, by way of our website, if you use the hashtag adopt a pet, we'll have some more information about what we have going on here today. Before we kind of dive deep into the animals that you have up for adoption, let's really introduce you as only you could, okay?
All right. Thank you, sir. I'm Matt Kotz. I'm the Animal Services Manager and Chief Animal Control Officer for Granville County Animal Control and Shelter. Been at this pushing 9 years now, so I thoroughly enjoy what I do, and love the ability to serve the community and help out the unwanted animals here in Granville County.
Fantastic. And you join us by way of our phone line, 919-618-9258, 919-618-9258. If you want to be a part, if you want to ask a question, whatnot, you feel free to give us a call. So there's about 4 different animals we want to highlight today for our Adopt a Pet segment. So my friend, let's kind of dive right in if you can.
Sure. So we've got a brother and sister. They came in as a group of 5 dogs, and we do have their other siblings here too, but these 2 stand out. Cupid and Prancer. They came in around Christmas time, the 21st of December. So they're both medium-sized dogs, 39 to 38 pounds apiece. They're both about 6 months to a year old. Prancer is a lovely female. She's a black and white kind of hound pit bull mix. Very friendly, walks well on a leash, has already begun to learn sit with treats, and just wants to be around you and thoroughly enjoys company with other people, and does fairly well with other dogs. Cupid is a little more timid. He's the male. Prancer loves bossing him around, but he's a little shy, but he warms up quickly. Again, he walks well on a leash. He's starting to learn some commands with treats, especially sit and stay. And he's just a wonderful little guy. And then we also have another female, Mary Reed. She is more like a Stashfire Terrier, kind of one of those short-legged pit bull looking dogs, very friendly, has a strong urge to be around you and to snuggle with you. She's done well at an adoption event this last weekend with some kids and was very friendly with them. She again walks well on a leash. She also knows some commands and is food motivated, so she should be fairly easy to train. And all 3 of these dogs, they don't mess in their kennels overnight, so they tend to hold going to the bathroom until we get in. So I think they would be easy to house train. She is also kind of shy when you first meet her. She goes straight to the ground, but within a few minutes, she's warmed up to you, and she just wants to sit in your lap and give you kisses. So she's a great dog. And then we have Cosmo. He's a little bit bigger out of the bunch. He's a male. He's more of a standard pit bull, a little taller, very friendly, probably has some hound mix in him. He's a tricolor, black, white, and brown. He's been with us the longest. He was in the shelter in December 6th of 2022. He is very good on a leash. Again, he's more high energy. The other three are moderate energy. He is doing well with treats, learning to sit and stay. He thoroughly loves going on walks and just being out and about, sniffing things, and really would enjoy spending time with someone who would want to be active. He also did fairly well with children at the adoption event last weekend, and he's just a great dog. So I also want to speak about all four of these dogs were at Team Chevrolet in Creedmoor. They're sponsoring adoptions. If you come into the dealership on Saturdays and you see an animal or speak with a sales rep and you get them to sign the back of a card, they will pay for the adoption in the month of February.
Oh, wow.
So it's a wonderful thing. We'll be out there 11 to 2 every Saturday this month.
11 to 2 at Crew Chevrolet. Perfect.
Yep. Team Chevrolet in Creedmoor. And then also, I'll get you the links, Trey, and with our Adopt a Pet and our Pet Finder page, and you can look at all the other adoptable animals. And we just ask folks if they want to come in and see an animal. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 12 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Give us a call at 919-693-6749 to schedule an appointment. And we'd love to have you come out and meet our adoptable dogs.
Fantastic. So Cosmo, Mary Reed, Cupid, and Prancer, which those are fantastic names in their own right. But it's good to be able to hear, especially that you had an adoption event where they interacted and had it, really in a good way with kids and adults and things like that. That's a fantastic news.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
And so talk a little bit more real quick. Of course, we just mentioned Cosmo, Mary Reed, Cupid, and Prancer are part of our Adopt a Pet segment here, part of our local talk program and Next Door Radio. We're going to be doing this once a month, but every Saturday there at Team Chevrolet in Creedmoor, you're going to be there from 11 to 2 to be able to have the option of adopting your new favorite friend. Why is it so important right now? The numbers there at Granville County Animal Shelter, what are they right now?
We've taken in well over 200 dogs in the first part since January 1st. A vast majority of the animals, the dogs that come into us are running loose. They're stray. All four of these animals were running loose. So Cosmo and Mary Reed, we have no idea who the owners are. Prancer and Cupid, we were able to identify an owner, and they were willing to surrender. So we try to work with the animals and find out how friendly they are, and kind of, we don't gauge them as much by breed, but by, do they walk well on a leash? What kind of energy level do they have? How do they take care of their kennel and those type of things to help people get an idea of how they'll be in their homes. The shelter setting is vastly different than your home. But it's great to get them out to adoption events and get them out of the shelter. We do have a doggy day out program if anybody's interested. There's a little bit of training we have to go through, but if someone would like to take a dog out and take them around town and get them to get away from the shelter and de-stress a little bit, all we ask is that people take pictures and videos so we can help advertise them. And a lot of animals we have don't get in front of children and different events and stuff. So it's great to see how they do. And we've got a lot of local places around here that allow you to bring dogs in the building. Tractor Supply, Lowe's, you got wonderful parks, Lake Rogers, Lake Devon, Lake Holt. You got a lot of places you can go and give the dogs a day out. And anything that engages their mind is a stress relief for them. So it's a great opportunity to help out. It's a little bit different, it's not coming to the shelter and hanging out here. You can go out and about. So it's another opportunity for people to help.
Have you had great success with that doggy day out so far?
Yeah, so far every animal that's participated in it has gotten adopted or sent out to rescue, because it's another, I hate to use the word test, but it's another way to show folks how the animals do outside the shelter. And out and about in situations that you would take your normal dog in. So it's really neat, because like Southern States and Tractor Supply have dog bath or dog washing stations. It's pretty inexpensive to use, and a lot of folks take the dogs there and give them a quick bath and really get to meet them and know them. And then you tell people you're with a shelter animal, and and we give you literature about the animal. So if they are interested, they can take it home and do more research and make a way for people to have an opportunity to adopt them. So it's a win for everybody.
Well, I believe in, don't quote me, but I can find out, Miss Jamie Daniels over at Tabbs Creek Animal Hospital. I believe they also have one, a dog wash that you could take for extremely inexpensive. So I can confirm on that. And you might already know.
Sure.
But I can definitely confirm on that. But again, this is our local talk program, really our Adopt a Pet segment that happens every single the first Tuesday of every single month starting today. This is such a cool segment because, again, with you, and you mentioned just a little while ago, 200 pets that have come in to the animal shelter just since January 1st. That is a alarming rate. So what is one of the reasons that you're receiving so many?
People don't have any identification on their animals. There are a lot of options for dog tags and collars. Again, locally, you could go to Oxford Ace. You can go to Hound Dog Country in Creedmoor. Tractor Supply in Southern States have mail-in options you can get. You can go to the bigger pet stores in Raleigh or Durham and get dog tags and collars. There are, of course, the more expensive option is to get them microchipped. But most of the time, the number one way we get dogs back to owners is through the social media pages, Facebook and some of the different avenues next door, things like that. People sharing the Facebook page and letting people know that their animals here at the shelter. But it's a simple dog tag and a collar. If we find the animal and it has a telephone number on it, we're going to call you. If you respond, then we're going to meet you somewhere to get your animal back to you. Because from the bottom of my heart and everybody here that works at the animal shelter, we don't want your dogs and cats. We want you to keep them.
Well, absolutely.
And be able to enjoy them.
So we
but the number one thing is that.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, the number one thing, there's no identification.
Yep. Oh, and again, that's a sad thing to do. We had a couple months ago, and I say probably longer than that, which my son named it Franklin, and I think I reached out to you when this happened. But during the storm that we had, the massive rainstorm that we had, this dog Franklin, which was a mixed, looked like one of my dad's dog before it passed away, before he moved here to the Wake Forest area from Ohio. And the best thing that we were able to do is really the social media. It turned out it was the manager at Georgia's here in Oxford. It was his dog. So they were able to come and get it. And of course, my son is heartbroken because he loved that dog. Absolutely loved it. Licked it in the face. He used to go into the morning because it would be outside. It would be on our porch and would never leave. And he would go in the morning before he went to school and says, "I love you, Franklin," and would go get in the car and go to school. And so when we were able to find the owner, of course, he was heartbroken, but it's a kind of a win-win, of course, for everybody. And so having that, being able to adopt a pet, I love what we're doing here for this show. And you brought this to my attention here a couple of weeks ago because you give a dog another life. You give an animal another life to live. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah, the human animal bond is what we're dealing with here, and whether you're an animal person or not, if you see an animal in distress, it affects you. So, and it's wonderful that your son already has that desire to love animals and respect them, and it's a judge of culture and people to see how you treat your senior citizens and your animals. It's a good judge of things. So. Again, thank you for this opportunity, and we look forward to showcasing more things. And we'll send you links from places where people can get dog tags and collars cheaply and inexpensively. There's also other dog tags that use QR codes that will send that to an alert system and contact as many people as you want to have contacted, both through phone calls and text messaging. So there's a lot of different options out there, and it continues to get better as they try to find better ways, because with a QR code, anybody with a smartphone and a camera can access that and put where the animal was found at, or where it went, or where it is. And then that system alerts all your other contacts that you put in. So wow. It's a wonderful service.
Yeah, Mr. Matthew with the Granville County Animal Shelter joins us here by way of our local talk. Our phone number 919-618-9258. So many ways to be able to get connected and find your next best friend. Of course, the 4 that we discussed today: Cosmo, which is male; Mary Reed, Cupid, and Prancer. Of course, every single Saturday you can go down to Team Chevrolet there in Creedmoor from 11 to 2 and meet the team from the shelter. And again, talk to a salesperson, be able to, like you mentioned, sign a little piece of paper or card, and they'll waive or really purchase the first month fee. I think that's fantastic. Of course, at hashtag Doggy Day Out, go ahead and type that in. That's such a great event. That's something that my son, which this is the very first time that I've been able to hear about that. So my son's going to love that. One more time, how can they get a hold of you? What's the best website, Facebook, or social media, and your contact to be able the best way to get a hold of you?
Sure. So give us a call, 919-693-6749. If you call after hours, it rolls over to the 911 center, and they'll get you in touch with someone after hours. If you want to contact us through email, it's animal.shelter@granvillecounty.org. And then we have a volunteer-run Facebook page, Granville County Animal Shelter Friends. Has a large following, and it's a great way to also connect with us and come look for your next furry best friend.
Fantastic. Well, my friend, God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us here for what we like to say, hashtag Adopt a Pet Month. Again, congratulations on continue putting the word out. I think it's a fantastic what you're doing. So God bless you, and we'll talk to you next time, okay?
Thank you, Trey.
Yeah, buddy. Again, my name is Trey Snott. He is Matthew with the Granville County Animal Shelter. Until next time, God bless. We'll see you later.